feather kingfisher. And I got the 3D printed lure. This is one that's using a marlin trolling head that I just downsized. And I'm using a Bass Assassin lure, bait finesse style here. And it's fairly light. I think it's about maybe 2 grams. And let me see if I can get it dialed in and see if we can catch a fish or two here shortly. Bear with me. Not sure how long of a go we're gonna have this round, but let's see what we can do in this short amount of time that we're out here. So here goes the cast. Okay, all right, we got a little cast there, it's working. Okay, little twitch move here. Oh yeah, it's got a good little stop and go deal here. Let me see if I can get a decent cast out of it. Okay, all right, a little bit good, better. Okay, and we'll just kind of do the twitchy move here. Oh yeah, and we'll just kind of work the bank here. Let's see what we got lurking below. All right, I think I'm gonna loosen the drag a little bit, the spool tension, and give it a little bit less break. See if I can get a straight cast. All right, a little bit to the right. Okay. All right, so we're just out here in Fort Worth at a local city pond and just kind of giving it a try, see if anything's out here. And there's that flight feather. This is one I can cast trout magnets with, but right now I'm just doing this 3D printed lure. And I'm gonna see if we can get something to strike. It's meant to kind of ride just below the surface and do like a sinking motion. I did use it the other day and caught a bass using one of those Z-Man Ned rigs. So I'm gonna see if this baby will work this morning out here. I got a little slight backlash. Let's go ahead and clear that out. Okay. We'll just kind of work the bank here. All right, let's see. Gonna give it a little bit more break. Just kind of tweaking it a little bit. It's getting out there. Still a slight overrun. I think I'll adjust it with a little bit more spool tension. Okay. And I'm gonna try a faster retrieve just because we need to work this pond quickly because I don't know how much time we'll be able to fish this morning. So I kind of want to cover the area fairly quickly. And again, I'm using that Kingfisher flight feather, or feather flight feather. And a 3D printed lure. It's one that you use for, oh, I just spooked something nearby. It's one that you use for, I guess, trolling in saltwater, and I downsized it. Oh, there's a hit. And I downsized it using the trout, or using the 3D printer. Where are you fishing? I'm in Fort Worth, Texas, at a pond, city pond. It's a catch and release, and I've caught some bass here before. And I just want to see if I can get them to hit on this 3D printed lure. I'll show you what it looks like. Okay. So the trolling head is what I call it. It's based on a marlin style trolling head, and I just kind of downsized it using the 3D printer, and then added this Bass Finesse or Bass Assassin plastic grub. The other day I did put a Z-Man Ned rig to it, and it worked really well. Got a couple of hits that way. And just a moment ago I had one on briefly. He kind of swiped at it, but didn't get him. I'm using 2-pound test line, and yes, I did make it. I got a 3D printer that I picked up not too long ago, and it's been working out really well making different things. To include, I just made a fly tying tool holder for some fly tying gear that I have, and then made several 3D printed lures, poppers, surface poppers and whatnot, and micro blades, which comes out really well because I can weigh how much they do weigh and give me an idea what I can do casting using this bait finesse style. So right now, this weighs about maybe 2 grams, and on this outfit, it can handle a 1 gram trout magnet. Okay. And once you have it dialed in, it's pretty straightforward casting. I'll get a slight overrun every once in a while, but once it's really dialed in, it's no biggie. Oh, look at that, another fish. One just came up right behind it too. I think they're little bluegill here in the shallows, but let me see what I can do. Work in the area. Okay, and it does a slight pause. I'll twitch it and let it pause like it's dying, and that little trolling head gives me a little bit more weight to the lure, or to the lure, and I'm able to cast it out much more readily than if I just went the weightless. Plus it gives a little commotion that I'm hoping will attract a fish or two. Okay, let's go back this way and see if anything's back over here again where we just came. Had one hit earlier, so let's see. All right, and I'm using that Magico Handing Ultralight rod, 4.5 foot. And I said in past live streams, I'll typically fish or cast these side casts because when I'm using this ultralight stuff, because for some reason I cast better side casting using this light gear. All right, but let's see if we can get something to strike. So far, one strike and a couple of follows, but nothing committing to the strike at this point. Got a lot of ducks here. Let's just kind of work our way slowly and work the bank area. I'm using 2-pound test Stren mono, so that might put a damper on things if I get a big one. But so far, I think the biggest I've caught out of this pond here in Fort Worth is I think maybe 14-inch. Yeah, about 14 inches. And pond is kind of murky. Did get some rain the other day, so that might have kind of stirred a few things, but let's see what we can do. And all I did was take an existing pattern off the internet on this marlin trolling head and downsize it so that I could use it for this kind of fishing. And basically it's sort of like a floating jig head that gives a little more erratic movement, but at the same time also giving it just a slight more weight. So right here, right there. And then I went with this do-it-yourself inline spinner deal, and we'll see how that goes. Okay, so let's go. All right, let's see what we can do here. I have been using this other reel that I purchased recently, the Shimano Corrado BFS. That's been pretty good. I've been having some pretty good fun with it. Plan there is to use that to do some live bait fishing on the coast, in salt water. But this morning, since we're freshwater fishing and I'm going with some lighter lures, I just wanted to try out this baby here and see if we can get something to strike on this 3D printed lure. And so far, just one hit. Let's go cast out further, out into the pond. Maybe something will come in and get something to get their interest. Okay. Come on, come on. So far, one strike. All right. Anyone do any 3D printing with and make lures with their stuff? I've made several kinds so far, and I've been pretty happy with it. Sometimes you do have to make some adjustments in balance and the weight. There's another fish. Looks like some little bluegill is what it looks like that are kind of coming up close to the bank. All right, come on, come on. Let's get a strike, let's get a strike. All right, let's go. Okay, and I'll just keep working it here. Keep working the bank. combo that I'm using is pretty comfortable. It's very sensitive too, so been really happy with this one so far. It is basically my trout fishing rod. I've used it for some stalker sized trout, and it's got that really thin tip. It allows me to really work a light lure and cast it without too much issue. And it's doing what I anticipate, which was a kind of a stop and go jerky movement. So it moves, drops, moves, drops. Okay. Is that Breckenridge Park? No. This is a park in Fort Worth. Okay. And I've caught some bass and bluegill before here, so I'm anticipating we might get a bite here soon. What do you say? I'm gonna try giving it more movement and see if that might get them to strike. So I'm gonna do a more twitch move. It kind of does one of these dying movements. It'll come up and then kind of sink really slow, like a dying minnow. So let's see if we can at least get one on today. There is some rain suspected later on this afternoon, so trying to just get a round in before we have to call it quits. And I think we got some barbecuing to do that we're planning on later too, so I'll be chilling and grilling versus fishing and chilling. All right, come on, let's see ya. I think it's water's a little bit low compared to the last time I was here, but I think we're gonna get something here soon. Let's see. Just gotta make sure the ducks stay out of the way. Okay, all right. And hope you guys are having a good Sunday out here. It's a long Labor Day weekend for some of us, so I'm taking advantage of being able to get out here. And then, while we're talking fishing, ultralight bait casting, I described my setup. It's that Flight Feather Kingfisher, one that can cast trout magnets 1 gram out of the box, 2-pound test line. I don't fill it all the way, so it's about maybe 50 turns of line, and I mainly do it so that I can recover from a backlash fairly quickly. And something big is on, well, I'm just going to have to cast or retrieve them before those 50 turns are used up. And then that 2-pound test line makes it a little bit harder, trying to make sure I don't break off. I've had some break off because as I'm landing them, it's really, it's really light line. Works well for trout fishing, but for bigger fish, well, you got to play by ear. Okay, I think I got a duck that got in the way here. All right, looks like some folks are subbing. Oh, outstanding, appreciate the support. This live stream, I usually try doing at least an hour or two, but this one maybe just a quick one because it's a short trip. I'm mainly just trying to test out this 3D printed lure and see if I can get something to strike on it. The concept is there. It's basically using that marlin trolling head downsized to, oh, there's a hit right there. He hit that one as soon as it hit the water, he hit. Okay, and it's been downsized to basically do this micro finesse fishing. All right, a little sunfish. All right, first fish of the day, sunfish, outstanding. Okay, so here it is, the 3D printed trolling head, marlin style. Okay, normally you have like a rubber skirt. I put a size 6 hook, bait holder hook that has the little barbs on there that allows it to keep the, in this case, that bass assassin in place. And it's fairly light. I believe it's about 2 grams, and it's no issue with this combo that I'm using. Let's see if another one will hit right off the bat. Oh, right there. Holy cow. Must be a bunch of sunfish over here in this corner. Let's see if they'll hit it again. All right. Yeah, that was on briefly. See if he'll come get it. I think there's some sunfish kind of lurking in this one culvert. Oh, there. Oh, no. I think I just snagged bottom. Okay. All right. Got it off. Let me just cast real close again. See if I can get something to strike here close by. And then I'm going to cast to the other side over here in a moment. So it looks like there's some sunfish kind of lurking in this area. So let's go ahead and cast out further. So you can see, no problem casting this ultralight lure. And the other day when I was fishing using that Z-Man Ned rig instead of the Bass Assassin, I was able to get a bass to strike right on the drop, or as soon as I cast it out there, I got a hit. And then there was another one that hit it as I was doing the little twitch retrieve back in, like so. And they seem to like the action, as well as they seem to like the strike as it's dying, as it's sinking. Okay, let's go ahead and cast it back out again. Oh, there's some rocks. Let me get it out of the rocks. Okay. And yeah, this is a fairly fun outfit to use. Sensitive enough that I can feel a lot of the bites, as well as, oh, there's the hit. Oh no, that's not a hit. That's the bottom. I'm gonna have to walk it around. I can tell this one's stuck. So usually when that happens, I'll try giving some line up, come back around it, and see if I can recover the snag. So there's a look at the pond and all that. Okay, see if I can recover the snag by going to the other side of it. So bear with me as I, oh, there, oh man, a big one just swiped at it. Came loose and then he came right at it. Holy cow. Let me see if I can get him to hit again. Wow, did not expect that. Okay, 2-pound test line. Let's see if I can work it here in the shallow. All right, and I do like using these ultralight gear and micro lures in these heavily fished ponds, because a lot of times these bass get so used to traditional sized lures, big lures and whatnot, and then they get presented one of these smaller lures, and it's just different than what they've been used to, and tend to get more strikes in that manner, especially these heavily fished ones, like in this case. This is here in Fort Worth, Texas. And yeah, oh man, that would have been a good one to capture. Let's see if I can kind of work it back again. And they all seem to be pretty close to shore when they're striking. Okay, so we had a couple of strikes, got the one sunfish, had another one pop at it, and then just had one snag the bottom, and as I was coming back, something nice struck at it. So it's good potential here, good potential. We may be able to get a bass or two for this live stream's over. Kind of doing a quick live stream in this case. So oh, something just moved out there. Let's go cast it out. I'll do this kind of twitch and pause, give it a little bit longer between the next or taking up some of the line. Oh man, that was nice. It was would have been, I think it would have been a bigger size bass maybe that struck at it. Let's see if we can get him to come back. He was over here in the rocks. Okay, nothing yet. Seeing some more activity here to my left. See if I can get him to come in and hit. Oh, there's some more. Ooh, some big movement there. Let's see if they'll strike. I'm seeing some nice, oh, there's a hit. Ah, oh, missed it. Yeah, I'm seeing some nice size activity over here to my left. Let's go and kind of work it into shallow, and maybe I might get one to strike. Well, there's a hit. Okay, that was on the shallows. I did a little faster retrieve here. Let me see if I can get a better angle for y'all. I think the harness is pushing down. Okay, all right, let's try here. So I'm gonna work this section right here, and I saw some movement, so I'm going to try a faster twitchy move. See if I can maybe get them to chase it. There's at least 2 or 3 nice size swirls that got my interest here. Okay, so let's go back out this way. All right, and again, I'm just using this 3D printed marlin trolling head, downsized to be a micro lure. And action's been steady with one sunfish and several misses. But hey, that's what it is. The tug is the drug. Oh, right over there. Seen that? Something just moved again. See if I can get them to hit it. Get back closer to the shore here. I'm on these rocks. Okay, still here. Let's see if I can get them to hit this one shallow section. Okay, giving it a little twitch. Okay, nothing yet. Let's go back this way. Looks like it's getting a little overcast, so that rain may be coming sooner than later. Okay. I can see the lure. I'm kind of just letting it come up to the surface and then letting it sink down a couple of inches or so, and hoping for the strike. So let's see if we can get them to do so here. Okay. All right, come on. Let's see ya. It looks like a dying minnow is what it looks like. All right, let's cast out this way. All right, let's try it again. No, maybe they're done here. Let's go and walk it around then. See if we can get to this other side of this feeder deal here that's dried out. And see if we can start fishing this side here. Oh, I just saw some stuff moving again. I think those were some sunfish. Okay, let's just kind of work it here just in case there is one kind of lurking nearby. Seeing some fish activity. I have not seen any, other than the swirls I saw a moment ago, I've not seen any bigger bass. But let's see. Let's just keep working it here real quick. Okay, nothing yet. All right. Kind of working it straight out, perpendicular to the shore. And I'm hoping that maybe there's something lurking out there and I can bring them in to chase it. I don't know what that is. Some stuff coming in the chat, but it doesn't sound like it's related to fishing, so I'll just keep going. All right, let's see. Come on, come on. Oh, right there. That looks like a little bass. Oh, or a little sunfish. Looked like a little sunfish moving around, chasing something. Okay, let's kind of work it this way. Okay. Let's go back this way and kind of work it at more of an acute angle. This is where I had seen some activity just a moment ago, and I'm crossing my fingers that they're still active here. There's some stuff moving, but I think there's another one right over there. And maybe those little sunfish again. Okay. Maybe those little sunfish. Who knows? Okay. All right. Let's go cast out this way, see what's out. All right. I did use that Z-Man Ned rig, and that one was working good as well at another pond. But I kind of am leaning toward this Bass Assassin. I used that on another pond, and the bluegill really liked it. And looks, I think it looks like more like a little fry or a little small shad deal or something, minnow. And oh, there's some more movement out there. There's stuff feeding right now. Let's see if we can get them to hit this thing. Okay. All right, let's go back out further where I saw that one last jump. Okay, it's gonna kind of continue with that same retrieve, twitch and let it sink. I just spooked something over here by the shore. Okay. Yeah, there was that one nice one that came up and looked promising when I got snagged over there by that one corner. As it came loose, he came up and struck, so there's definitely something lurking here. Okay, let's keep working it over. I only had the one strike on the other side. Seems like everything's been in that one corner or one end of the pond, as well as this side of the pond, so may have to keep working this one a little bit longer than we did the other side. Okay. I'm just doing some shorter casts now. Still getting some really good control with the gear. Let's see, I'm at Niches State Park about to go fishing. Nice. Yeah, it's a great time to be out fishing this Labor Day weekend. And I'm just kind of playing around, having some fun here, getting around to fishing in before the forecasted storms hit later. So, and I'm thinking that there is at least one bass in here that is willing to strike this thing. At least there was one earlier. So let's see if we can get him to hit this thing now. Okay. It's a nice stop and go retrieve. I do like the way it moves. And thinking that we might be able to get something to strike here shortly as we get closer, maybe to that area there, because there's some nice places for a bass or two to hide on that one side. I think underneath that deck may be promising, but let's just work our way over there first. All right. Yeah, and I got my thumb educated on this kingfisher, but I am kind of enjoying that Corrado. There's some earlier live streams as well as videos where I'm showing you I'm fishing that Shimano Corrado BFS. I just ordered a, I think 6-foot ultralight rod, one of the ugly stick ones, Elites. That's the one that I'm going to practice with, so I can start casting some live mullet with no weight, nothing other than just a line in the hook. And the intent there is to be able to catch some of those nice speckled trout that we were catching under the lights over there in Galveston and on the Texas coast. Basically no speckled trout up here in fresh water up here in North Texas. But hey, we just got the coast 4 or 5 hours away. Definitely be able to get another round in hopefully sooner than later and try out that rig. Really excited about it. Okay, no, I'm in Texas, United States. Okay. And again, just to reiterate what I'm using, 3D printed trolling head. So I took the Marlin lure that normally is bigger than this and has a rubber skirt. I downsized it, and I use this little shaft, stainless steel shaft that I use for making my DIY inline spinners. And got a little Bass Assassin on a number 6 hook. Caught anything yet? Just that one sunfish and several misses so far. So action's been kind of slow, but who knows? There's a lot of activity, so fish are moving about. And we do have a storm coming, so they may be even more active here shortly. And most of my hits were over there on the other end. by that culvert and rocky area, and I believe it was mainly just sunfish, but I did have one bass come up and strike, and I missed it. I was trying to free the lure from a snag, and did not seal the deal there, but who knows. Let's see if we can get something over here. Oh, got a slight backlash. Let me work it out. Okay. All right, got it. All right. Oh, there's a strike. Oh, he boiled on it. Shoot. He boiled on it. I don't know what it was. There's another one over here. I wonder if he's working the bank. I saw some koi or carp in here the other day. I wonder if that's what's moving around. All right, let's just keep working it. All right, let's go and cast a little bit further out and see. All right, so this round, one sunfish and several missed strikes. But so far, I've been pretty excited about having this. Oh, there he is. There he is. All right, we got a little bass. Okay. On the Bass Assassin and that trolling head. All right. Little 2-pound test line. So I got to play it by ear. Be careful about it. And there he is. All right. Let's get him unhooked and get him back in the water here shortly. Okay. All right, come on. Just got to get the hook out. Bear with me. All right, there we go. All right. Right there. Cool. Trolling head. 3D printed trolling head. Liking it. All right. All right, we're going to give it a couple more casts, and then I'm going to have to shut the live stream because it looks like we may have to call it quits here. So let's see if something else will hit. This was further out. Further out. And I suspect this is about maybe a 2-gram lure, which works perfect on this ultralight bait casting setup I'm using. It's working really nicely. Let's see. See if we'll get a strike on this one. Who knows? Okay, looks like that's it. All right, well, I appreciate y'all joining today. Had a fun time, just a real quick short trip here. And this is it. Kingfisher, flight feathered kingfisher, able to cast 1-gram trout magnets, no problem. And the Magic L, Handing Magic L, ultralight bait caster, and that trolling head lure, 3D printed with a Bass Assassin, a little bait finesse style. All right, and this is the rod that I typically use for casting trout magnets, the 1-gram trout magnet, and fishing for trout. All right. All right, appreciate y'all joining. Next time I'll catch y'all there, and good luck and good fishing.